Today's video is going to be the hardest video I've ever had to film.
And I've never done this correctly. And I've never done this respectfully.
Some things from my past have come to light. They are all true, and they are all very bad.
I don't want a Laura Lee apology scandal.
I hope one day that you guys can save me for the woman that I am.
1 week later.
I'm taking it off my channel because it does not represent the human being that I am today.
I'm going to be taking some time away to reflect and further educate myself on these topics.
I should have probably lost my career for. It is not something I would ever do. It is something I did.
First of all, I'm not racist. But
a white girl talking like this, yeah, I get how that is offensive.
I have always only judged people based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin.
Where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream.
I want to apologize to the internet.
What in the whole grain, gluten-free audacity are these people thinking? Since the dawn of time, there's a common theme with influencers that seems to happen over and over again, and that is, they f up. Like a lot. Like it's embarrassing. And with the constant screw-ups come the inevitable, cringe-inducing, garbage-ass, dumpster fire apology videos that both never disappoint and somehow always disappoint. Cheeky. Now, we can argue semantics about who has the worst apology, who should be forgiven versus who should be left for the streets, but instead, let's just be petty. Instead, let's dive headfirst and balls deep into the creme de la creme to answer the age-old question that, yeah, these apologies are trash. But why?
I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
The world was not how it is today.
And you put these social media stars on this f***ing pedestal that just because they have millions of followers.
I know this sounds stupid and it's like I'm some big YouTuber.
YouTube, all the bullshit, the makeup.
I've already told my truth about this twice.
This is the last video you're gonna see of me like crying and being crazy, I swear.
This is my last apology video ever.
And that promise was not one that I kept.
If you like this apology and you believe it, please check out my other apology videos.
Oh, hi there. Hello, hello, hi. It's my face again. Swoop! 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 Ah! Swoop! 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 Ah! Okay, listen, I have been posting some pretty heavy docs lately about sensitive topics. Just posted part 3 of my Gabbie Hanna series and all that kerfuffleage. So I thought today, let's virtually punch some balls and deep dive into apologies. They're always good for a laugh. Sound good? Okay, let's do it. Now, per usual, I'm gonna break this down into 3 parts. The inner workings of a YouTuber apology, why these apologies will always be horrifyingly bad, and the perfect influencer apology. Yes, people, I have found the most perfect influencer apology video, and I will reveal it at the end. Spoiler alert, I made it. Yeah, I made it by editing together pieces from like 100 YouTuber apology videos.
I owe you guys a sincere apology.
And I'm sorry. It is my masterpiece. Oh, what is my life? Say hi! Once again, Pork Chop is today's kitten palate cleanser. He is one of Bill Farrell's kittens I've been fostering from the billing department litter. Oh, what's that? Are you trying to say something? Pork Chop wants to know if you are following me on Instagram because, honey, I am lonely without you. Okay, you can go play or sleep or whatever you're doing. All right, we have a lot to cover, but real quick, this video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, where I have unlocked 15 of the largest Netflix, Hulu, and Prime content libraries in the world, people, giving me access to way more movies and true crime shows than ever with one tap, and you can do it too. Basically, when you do anything online, all of your activity is tracked through your IP address and the country where you live in. And streaming services all have restrictions on what shows you're able to watch based on your location. So I turned on Surfshark and I switched to an IP address in another country so I can instantly unlock tons more movies and shows. It's like the ultimate expansion app for all your streaming services. Like low-key, South Korea's Netflix literally has twice as many Oscar-winning films that now I can watch. Boom! Streaming anything without Surfshark VPN is like paying for a gym membership, but like you can only use the treadmill. Why limit yourself when there's there's so much more to watch out there. Surfshark also encrypts 100% of your data, so no one can access your info. And Surfshark is the only VPN that lets you run it on an unlimited number of devices with one single account. I literally have it on my phone, my laptop, my desktop, my TV, my modem, everything. So to find out how you can get an 83% off discount plus 3 months free, that's 3 months of watching a zillion new shows for free, click my link in the description and use code SWOOP when you sign up. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee and you can cancel anytime, so there is no risk at all, but you're gonna love it. And you get all the new shows? Yes, please. Thank you again so much for like continuing to watch these docs and check out the sponsors. Like, your support is what makes these donations possible, and y'all mean more to me than I can ever express, so just thank you. Okay, back to the doc. Y'all are either gonna hate me or love me for this, but my pettiness today, it overfloweth. Watching all of these apologies has truly inspired my musical side. And you know, I was thinking, wow, there really ought to be an official influencer, YouTuber apology theme song. Something they could all play at the start of their apology videos to really set the tone. Because let's be honest, there's nowhere to go but up. So, you know, I figured the internet has waited long enough. You deserve an apology theme song. So I now present to you the YouTuber apology theme song.
I want to talk to you guys.
I didn't want to have to make this video.
I just want to be on social media.
Apologize. I want to apologize. I want to apologize. Apologize. I want to apologize. I want to apologize. Apologize. I want to apologize. I want to apologize. Apologize. I want to apologize. I want to apologize.
Cool, I did tweet it.
Lapse in my judgment.
I owe you guys a sincere apology.
Lapse in my judgment.
I've learned nothing from all these past controversies.
I should have never posted lapse in my judgment.
I feel like if I came back to do another apology video, people would be like, bitch, a third one?
Lapse in my judgment.
I'm taking the video down because it doesn't represent me well, so I'll pretend like it didn't happen.
We were trying to mimic Kylie Jenner's birthday picture. Sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
Sorry.
I apologize.
Sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
Sorry. I'm really sorry.
I just want to be on social media.
Apologize. I want to apologize. I want to apologize. Apologize. I want to apologize. I want to apologize. Apologize. I want to apologize. Apologize. I want to apologize. I want to apologize.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video.
You're welcome. So I went through like a grillion influencer apologies, their videos, the notepads, and I can say without a doubt, they're all absolute trash. Like, you know, all I can do at this point is wake up and choose violence. I'm not even, like at this point, I just need someone to please slap their damn phones out of their hands and like drop kick some damn sense into them, because I just, But as I was going through them, I noticed that they all had several themes in common and specific things they did and said. Like, some of these bitches literally did and said the exact same things right on cue. Like, it just was so formulaic that I was like, honey, what is going on here? We're gonna dissect these common themes, or what I like to call the apology checklist. But like, listen bitch, okay? Like, you already know it's coming. There is no way, and I mean no way, child, that I can possibly dive into this without taking us to Petty University, so we're just gonna like start it right out the gate. So grab your grad caps, steal someone's notebook, your very own Professor Petty has entered the chat, class in session. Saddle up bitch, we are going in. That's what she said. Okay, we're off to a great start, I'm sorry. Okay, so the first thing all of these brilliant, illustrious apology videos seem to start out with is a long, deep, penetrating sigh. You can feel it in your loins. You hear that? Oh yeah. Oh, now we're talking. So I think the general psychology behind the iconic exhalation of the gastric windbag, gastric windbag, did I really just say that? Okay, here we are. So I think the general reason why people start their apology videos with a sigh is to show emotion and let you know, okay people, it's time to listen up. This is me taking this seriously. My diaphragm is flexed, my trachea is open, and now I will deliver my emotional apology. Please be emotional with me and forgive me. Oh my gosh, wait, I wonder, why do people sigh? Yes, there is literally a Healthline article on why people sigh. Bitch, I'm a genius. So let's read. Sighing can also be used to convey a variety of emotions. These can range from positive feelings like relief and contentment to negative feelings like sadness and anxiety. Yeah, conveys emotions. Got it. Actually, you know what? It just occurred to me. I think I may have started my video about a certain influencer with a sigh. I mean, it's obviously not an apology video, but let me look real quick. Bitch! Oh no, I done did it now. So emotional. Look at the emotion. I emote emotional emotions. And you know what? I'm not sorry. Let's continue. Now, let's talk about the overuse of the white color palette. So we all know that color plays a part in psychology, and the color white is the shining beacon of manipulative kerfuffleage. Like, listen, white represents purity or innocence. Some of the positive meanings that white can convey include cleanliness, freshness, and simplicity. The color white often seems like a blank slate, symbolizing a new beginning or a fresh start. And you thought this mess wasn't strategic? Like, who you kidding? Purity, innocence, a clean slate. Like, bitch, we a whole ass Pinterest board with this color theory thing, and they all be doing it. Tanna's setup here might be my favorite. Like, if you want to talk about the purity white color palette, we've got exhibit A, B, C, D, like all the mother alphabet right here. Like, this bitch came beat, glossed, and calculated. She is serving that stay-at-home mom mason jar Pinterest white out, bitch. Look, we've got the white hair, white face, white sweatshirt, grandma's white pearls, the white walls, white window, white pillows, and white sheets. The sheets, honey. Listen, y'all know damn well this bed had a comforter on it. It came in some other color, and her PR team came in and said, oh hell no, bitch, we gotta rip that hoe right off like a bad weave and give me angel white sheets. We have an image to create, people. Oh. You know, actually, before we continue, I think to really do this right, I should channel as much apology energy as possible, and I simply can't do that from here. So instead, let me change to a more appropriate location. You know, on the floor, in front of a bed, in a random ass hotel room. Thank you, James, for the inspiration.
Hi all, James here. Currently traveling abroad and just woke up.
Let's just have this right there.
All right. I'm in a tiny ass hotel room in New York. I checked out a hotel room just so I could do this setup. So I'm just kidding. I'm actually traveling right now. I'm not that committed to these assholes. All right, so I feel like there isn't enough white here though. Like, somehow we gotta make more white. It's all about, it's already a disaster. Okay, that looks awful. Shit, I did not pack a white hoodie. I don't even have a white hoodie, okay? I am not prepared. Maybe I could wear a towel. We'll use a towel. All right, do I look holier than thou? No, don't expose me. I guess I'm ready for this. Apologies, but make it fashion. Whatever, who cares? This really is becoming like a Miss America satchel. There she is, Miss Apology. Okay, so we've gone over starting with the sigh. We have looked at color theory.
With that being said, I want to express my utter disgust
my white hoodie.
With every single apology video I've ever made.
I think probably one of the most frequent things that we see in these apology videos or statements is the shifting of the blame. A little something we like to call deflection. Deflection is a psychological defense mechanism that people use to take the blame off of themselves. When they are deflecting, they are trying to make themselves feel less bad for their wrongdoings. And it becomes a real problem when we are talking about very harmful things like racism, bigotry, prejudice. Instead of seeing them, you know, sit down and be like, yeah, I did this shitty thing. Instead of that, they're like, who can I shift the blame on? You?
I could sit here and blame it on the people I watched or the people that raised me.
So let's just go ahead and bring out the wheel of deflection. Because why not, bitch?
Deflection.
Professor Petty is here, and she is ready.
First of all, I'm not racist. But. First of all, I'm not racist. But I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really know what it was.
Did that really just come out of...
I found out so many horrible things about so many horrible people. And I trusted a 20-year-old idiot who illusioned to me.
Sorry, I know this is serious.
I trusted the information that was given to me rather than the information I could have and should have.
My best way of explaining that is that I'm such an impulsive person.
Oh.
I come from a family of chaos, alcoholism, and abuse.
I could sit here and blame it on the people I watched or the people that raised me. I chose to idolize people that taught me the complete wrong way to handle the responsibility.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
This video is me apologizing because I understand why some people think that. You know, I was raised on Sarah Silverman, Lisa Lampanelli, South Park. I was raised on all that offensive shit, so that's just my humor.
And I'm genuinely sorry if anybody got their product and was disappointed in the product. But I would also add, manage your expectations.
My favorite thing is when influencers blame their audiences.
My lipsticks are not moldy. They are not hazardous. They are not contaminated. They are not unsafe for you in any way, shape, or form.
And it's always in the situations where the influencer doesn't get the response they want. Then suddenly it's always the audience's fault. Like this guy, for example.
My connection to CSGO Lotto has been a matter of public record since the company was first organized. I am sorry to each and every one of you who felt like that was not made clear enough to you.
Right.
This is and always has been a clearly stated policy. I am sorry to each and every one of you who felt like that was not made clear enough to you.
Did you hear that?
This is a clearly stated policy.
I'm so sorry. I, the viewer, I didn't know it was my fault.
I am sorry to each and every one of you.
Right.
A clearly stated policy.
Pay for the product and then you get the product. That is not a scam.
Right.
Since, you know, they're free brushes and you're ordering free brushes.
Right.
Pay for the product.
Wait, what?
Since, you know, they're free brushes and you're ordering free brushes. Pay for the product.
They're free, but then you pay.
Since, you know, they're free brushes and you're ordering free brushes. Pay for the product.
But then you pay.
So now that we've established that it's not a scam.
Did this?
And I'm genuinely sorry if anybody got their product and was disappointed in the product. But I would also add, manage your expectations.
Did this bitch really just blame the audience to manage their expectations?
But I would also add, manage your expectations.
Manage your expectations.
Well, you should have managed your expectation. Well, bitch, no! You should have managed your influence. You should have managed your influence. I'm just saying. Oh, sorry. I wasn't properly dressed when I said that. Bitch, you need to manage your influence. That's what I'm sorry. Just Charles. Is that better, Charles? Okay, Robert. Excuse me. Robert. Okay, we're gonna take one more super quick pause for our second sponsor included in the charity donation, and that is Exter Wallets. And wait till you all see these. So Exter is the world's largest smart wallet brand with designs that are both secure and gorgeous. And y'all, these wallets are so satisfying. Like, look, it has a button. I love buttons. You push the button and out pops all your cards. Like, what? Woo, child, I am obsessed. It never gets old. It never gets old. So I got the Parliament wallet. It's premium leather, super slim, along with a tracker card. And I also got the space grade aluminum card holder, which is even slimmer. Both have the quick card access button, a secure cast strap, and RFID protection. The minimalist design is like my obsession. Oh, and the tracker. So it is the size of a credit card, stores in either wallet, and links to your phone. So if you ever like lose your wallet in the house and Uber, you can ask your phone to call your wallet. Literally just got my phone, and then it shows on the map exactly where my wallet is. So tap my link down below at exter.com/swoop to check out these amazing wallets. And that link will also give you a discount on top of the current sale that they're already having for anything that you buy. And I could not believe that this could have been in my life all along. Let's continue. My favorite type of apology is the one where they're like, I'm sorry if you got offended.
If I upset you in any way, I am so fucking sorry. If I upset you in any way, if I am so fucking sorry.
It's very David Dobrik. This is very Dobrik of you.
Guys, a lot of you guys are wondering why I had to delete my last vlog, and that's because I made an offensive joke that at the time I didn't think was too offensive. For those of you guys who found the vlog to be offensive, I'm sorry you did. I'm sorry you did.
I'm sorry if your feelings were hurt.
For those of you guys who found the vlog to be offensive, I'm sorry you did. For those of you who didn't find it to be offensive, I'm sorry they did. I'm sorry they did.
What else do you need me to...
So instead of completely deleting this vlog, I decided to film this apology and use the apology to replace all those great jokes.
What in the sugar-free, gluten-free, veganese on rye breakfast bread are we serving up today, honey? Because this is just trash. Just throw it in the garbage. Bank shot. Booyah, bitch. Because this is trash.
This video is me apologizing because I understand why some people think that. Which didn't offend my audience. I never got comments about it. It was fine.
Now, there's another thing that I've noticed influencers do often, especially when it's like where people were bringing up things from their past, like past racism or prejudice, usually things that are like quite harmful to marginalized groups, seems to be the theme around here. It's this thing of saying like, oh, well, I didn't apologize then, or I never brought it up because I was too ashamed.
I didn't want to admit it, I wasn't ready to, and I was too insecure.
It's not that you're ashamed, it's that you just didn't want to get caught.
A lot of people are saying that I'm only apologizing because of this giant scandal.
And if you don't bring it up and no one else does, then bitch, I mean, we clear, you know, ain't nobody notice.
I had so many chances to say all of this before right now.
I don't need to bring it up, but then if someone does bring it up, oh, I was too ashamed to bring it up.
This is really embarrassing.
I was so ashamed.
This is by far the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to me.
And just embarrassed.
It was obviously really embarrassing to talk about.
Don't you feel sorry for me?
In this video, it's been so hard.
Because I am steeped like a tea bag in the cup of shame.
It's probably the hardest things I've ever done.
But this is by far the hardest video I've ever had to make.
This is by far the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to me.
No, bitch. You were just hoping that no one would ever notice it or call attention for it.
Cooper, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
And I've spent the past week doing nothing but running away from my problems.
We see these examples of people like Jenna Marbles where she preemptively came out and apologized. And then we see people who have to get called out in masses for them to finally acknowledge the harmful things that they've done. And then even at that, often it's just, you know, a hidden, buried, like half-done notepad apology somewhere so that less people even find out about it, so that hopefully no one else knows the problematic things you've done. Which seems to be a very like image preservation type of thing. Like you either take full accountability or you don't. And yes, this also applies to that notepad apology that I was given. We'll leave that over there.
Now in the past, I've been very guilty of speaking out of anger, out of frustration, out of my emotions, and I was in a very dark place.
Now we're gonna move on to one of my favorite themes, if you will, that we see. And that is the, I was in a dark place. I don't know who that person was. That wasn't me. I don't even recognize that person. But okay, honey, bitch, here we go.
The person that you saw in those videos floating around the internet, that is someone who is confused in the darkest place
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like someone will be like, yeah, I did this thing that apparently you guys think is bad or whatever, but I did it because I was in a dark place back then. I don't know who that person was. I don't even recognize her.
I don't know who that person is anymore. I wasn't even myself. I don't even know who I was at that point.
I don't know who that person was.
That person?
That person was depressed? I don't know who that person was.
I know that I'm better than that person.
How do you not recognize yourself? Like that was you.
I, 6 years ago, decided to retweet things that were so vile.
I mean, we all know the Laura Leap apology heard around the world, right?
I hope one day that you guys can save me for the woman that I am.
She makes that apology, she uploads that apology, then she deletes that apology.
I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my apology video, which was the last video that I had posted on my channel.
And then literally like what, the next day, the next week, she's like, I took down that apology because I don't know who that person was.
I'm taking the video down because it doesn't represent me well. I am not taking the video down to try to hide it from you guys.
You know what, y'all, good night. Good night.
I know that I'm better than that person.
1 week later.
I'm taking it off my channel because it does not represent the human being that I am today.
I'm done.
And I am truly sorry. I have changed so much as a human being.
Yesterday.
I hope one day that you guys can save me for the woman that I am.
You don't know who that person was a day ago? You don't know who you were a week ago? I don't know what else to say, but like, bitch, that was you.
It does not represent the human being that I am today.
Now look, I get it. We change, we learn, and we grow. But sometimes these people be using that excuse every 3 to 5 business days, and it's like, honey, this was last week. It's literally like, let me distance myself from myself.
That person was depressed?
That person was filled with sadness.
That person was just angry at the world.
That person was filled with anger.
That person was seeking attention.
That person is someone who I don't like seeing.
Half the time it's like, well, the only reason you don't recognize that person is because that person got called the f out. A bitch wish she could get away from herself. But I can't. You can't separate yourself from that. You're just gonna have to deal with it. You know what I mean? I can't get away from myself. Bitch, sometimes I wish.
And I was in a very dark place.
Listen, we all in a dark place, all right? I don't know who ain't in a dark place at this point. We got a pandemic. Okay, I live with the depressions. We good friends, you know what I mean?
In the darkest place.
That person was depressed?
But for real, like I obviously understand mental health challenges and I've been very open with mine. But the thing is, my depression doesn't make me racist. My anxiety doesn't make me prejudiced, doesn't make me call someone the N-word.
I was an ignorant teenager who thought it would be shocking and funny to call my black friend the N-word.
It doesn't make me say the LGBTQIA+ community are getting unfair handouts. You know what I mean?
I was 14, Mac Miller says it, please forgive me. Like, what a fucking idiot.
And so when I see that happen so often, it gets kind of frustrating for me just because I feel like it continually diminishes and minimizes these very real issues that people are already so hesitant and unwilling to talk about: racism, prejudice, bigotry, those type of things that affect marginalized groups. I think that's one of the reasons why when I made the video that I did, so many people were afraid to talk about it. I just think when people keep brushing it off as this dark place, so I was racist, a dark place, so I was prejudiced, it creates this perpetual unfair system here where people aren't openly acknowledging that no, racism is fucked up no matter what place you're in.
First of all, I'm not racist, but.
Oh, I can't take accountability today because I'm not feeling well. And it's like, well, you felt fine enough to harm entire marginalized groups of people. So like, maybe just take accountability. But what the f do I know? Let's keep going.
A white girl talking like this. Yeah, I get how that is offensive.
My favorite is when people are apologizing for an offensive thing that they do, and they do the offensive thing in their apology.
There were other videos of me released talking a certain way, like it's kind of just a thing we do when we think it's funny. Like it's kind of just a thing we do when we think it's funny. A white girl talking like this. Yeah, I get how that is offensive.
This bitch really just right now is like, I know that it's offensive. Do this and offend an entire group of people.
A white girl talking like this.
and then do it again in your apology as a justification, but like you've learned, but then obviously you haven't. I need to take a nap.
Talking like this, yeah, I get how that is offensive.
Good night, y'all. I am out. I'm done.
Yeah, I get how that is offensive.
Now you're gonna need an apology for your apology, bitch. I can't keep up. There's this other trend that I have noticed a lot in these where the person apologizes to their fans first.
I owe you guys a sincere apology.
And sometimes only to their fans, and they don't apologize to the person or the people that they have harmed or offended.
The first apology that I owe, that I definitely wanted to make sure was in this video at the very beginning, is to y'all, my audience.
I'm so sorry to you guys.
Bitch, listen, bitch, listen. If you did a bad thing and you did the thing to a person, you kinda need to focus your apology on that person. Like, it's not really anybody else's business.
And I'm really fucking sorry to you guys. To them, of course, too, to the guys that
It's really difficult for me to see this as anything other than just like, I don't really want to take accountability. But so often I think people are obviously more concerned and focused on their audiences and not losing subscribers, that they're like, I would like to apologize to my fans.
Whatever. I've accepted that, and this video is for people who support me and love me.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this in all of these videos.
They forget that there was like a whole other person that they got to include in there.
I want to apologize to the internet.
Did he just apologize to the internet?
I want to apologize to the internet.
Who apologizes to the internet? I mean, I know the internet is a salty bitch sometimes, but damn, does she need an apology? Oh, I'd like to apologize to the World Wide Web.
I want to apologize to the internet.
The internet got an apology before the suicide victim and his family got an apology. The fans get an apology before the person you called the N-word got an apology. Like, not to like dwell a whole bunch, but just to relate this back to my own personal experience, I created a video, obviously you guys know, about my experiences with Mikey, and I wasn't expecting anything because that's not why I did it. I did it because these types of issues, power abuse, appropriation, casual racism, and bigotry need to be discussed in order for them to get better. But anyways, I believe I was apologized to in like the very last sentence of this entire like blurry, hard to read 3 to 4 page Instagram stories apology thing. I think I was the very last person that was apologized to. And like whatever shit, like I didn't have expectations, and I didn't have them because expectations are usually never met, especially when we're talking about subjects of racism and prejudice. That wasn't the point. But still, like everyone else, everything else was mentioned, and then I was the very last thing, which seemed like I was very much the afterthought of it all, which, if I'm being honest, feels quite disingenuous. I felt like, okay, I don't think that she wanted to apologize to me. I think another thing that I see, I made a mistake.
I am just like you. I make mistake after mistake after mistake.
I just made a mistake. Which I think the entire point there is to humanize the person, which is fine. We are talking about humans, and humans do make mistakes. I made 3 mistakes earlier at lunch. I should have not had that burrito. But people also use this as a way, again, to just diffuse the severity of some of these problems.
Because we're all only human and we all make mistakes. I think that's what life is all about, is making mistakes. I'm only human and makes mistakes.
The reality is things like casual racism, microaggressions, bigotry, prejudice, sexual harassment, power abuse, general abuse, bullying, manipulation, lying to your audience, all of these things are not mistakes.
Did I slip up? Am I human? Have I done some f***ed up things? Of course I have.
Past few years has been about me making mistakes.
Things like that won't happen again, and I learned from my mistakes.
We gonna have to address that, boo, okay? We can't just call it a mistake. Because if we keep just writing it off as mistakes, no one's learning, no one's growing, and there certainly ain't no accountability, bitch. Okay, I looked, I checked under the covers. No, couldn't find it. Okay, let's keep going.
First and foremost, I want to apologize for how long this video has taken.
Ooh, this is a fun one. This is the part where influencers talk really fast and forceful.
And you put these social media stars on this fucking pedestal. I am just like you. I make mistake after mistake after mistake.
Tanna, can you please? You're speaking too fast. It's too much.
I am just like you.
Inside voices. Thank you.
you.
I also love it when people sit there and they're like, I want to apologize. And then they never apologize.
I want to apologize to the internet.
We waiting.
I want to apologize to the internet.
Here's a little editor's note. It would take less words to just say I'm sorry than to say I want to apologize. I want to apologize. It's like 20 syllables.
I came to apologize.
So apologize.
That was it.
Oh, another thing, what is with the volume? Why is it that these influencers have no problem having pristine Dolby digital sound, bitch? Yes!
Hi sisters, hi sisters, hi sisters,
Hi, sisters! And then suddenly when it's an apology, hi everybody, I'd like to apologize for the things.
Hello everyone, James Charles here.
Hi everybody, I'd like to apologize for the things that I've done.
Hi all, James here. Just woke up, but I wanted to sit down and make a video addressing everything that's going on right now.
Why is it suddenly you can't get a little bit of audio? We know you got the equipment. Okay, you in the studio.
Hi sisters, hi sisters.
Can you just project a little bit?
Many of you guys know about 2 years ago now.
Honestly, y'all, I just said it to the street. I'd like to apologize for this video and thank you for watching.
I'm gonna take a short break from all this social media stuff.
I'm going to be taking some time away to reflect and further educate myself on these topics.
Okay, sorry, I gotta be petty in the studio real quick. What is this? This like taking the time to reflect thing that so many people say in their apologies.
I have now been off of social media for over a month now.
I've been gone off of social media for the past 2 weeks.
I know I haven't been on YouTube or any social media a little over a month now. And I hope you guys understand that I just need some time now.
You know who reflected a little too damn much? Narcissus. Y'all know the story, right? Like here. In Greek mythology, Narcissus was a hunter from this place who was known for his beauty. According to that name, I can't say, he rejected all romantic advances, eventually falling in love with his own reflection in a pool of water, staring at it for the remainder of his life. He sounds fun. Like that hoe literally stared at himself reflected in the pool. The pool, bitch. And now we have the word narcissistic. Like, honey, is that what we doing in these streets? Oh my gosh, somebody please take the camera away from me today.
I don't want to come back to this platform until I am someone that can shape the youth in far better ways.
Kind of want to use this opportunity to take a break.
I think it's been very important to stay off of social media.
No, but for real though, I do always wonder when influencers log off for a designated period and say they're taking time to reflect. I always wonder what that actually means because there's no way of verifying what's even happening. And my guess is it's just like a marketing tactic, like they have to take time away because that's usually a better like damage control thing. And you know, especially since some of these hoes come back just to do the same messy ass once again.
This is really, really embarrassing.
And now for my new favorite section, one I like to call hidden gems, because after watching literally hours of apology videos for this, I realized that some stupidity goes so far, it leaps over the highest buildings and scales the tallest trees, that it deserves its own category of roast a bitch. Hello, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order? Yes, I'd like a Big Mac, fries, and a side of roast a bitch. Okay, that'll be free 99. Please pull up to the next window. Okay, great, thanks.
I have always only judged people based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin.
Tanna. I don't expect much from you. Okay, that's a lie. I don't expect anything from you. But did this bitch really just butcher a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. quote from the most famous speech?
I have a dream.
And not even credit him?
I have always only judged people based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin.
Where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
I have always only judged people based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin.
I have a dream.
Bitch, I am screaming on the inside. What in the Honey Nut Cheerio versus oatmeal universe am I in right now? Like, first of all, who wrote this garbage? Because I know Tanna never in her life has used words like content and character together in a sentence before, let's be real. But second of all, she really just said she supports black people, the blacks, and misquoted one of the most famous black men in America and didn't give the black man credit?
Based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin.
By the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Child. I'm that petty ass bitch who will offer her a seat and then pull the chair out at the last second because sometimes cheeks need to hit the floor to knock some damn sense into your dumb ass. I'm sorry, y'all. That was a bit much. The gluten-free treachery of it all. Okay, look, there's nothing more I can really say about these apology videos because, like wings of a fly, there's only so much to say about steaming hot piles of shit. Again, I'm in a mood today.
I hope one day that you guys can save me for the woman that I am.
And because I've been on a quest to find the perfect, exemplary, pin the needle on the donkey, 5 gold stars apology that clearly doesn't exist, I did the internet another favor, and I made one. So ladies and gentlemen, gays, theys, and humans, without further ado, may I present to you the piece de resistance, my petty masterpiece, the perfect influencer apology.
I owe you guys a sincere apology, and I am truly sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am so incredibly sorry.
I am sorry. I'm really, really fucking sorry. And I am so fucking sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I am so sorry.
I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still sorry, and I will keep saying I'm sorry.
I am truly sorry for my actions and my behavior.
I understand how and why I, and only I, caused myself to get into this situation. I f***ed up.
You're welcome. Class dismissed. As I was researching all this, I kept asking myself, why is it that there never seems to be a good influencer apology video? And realistically, the perfect apology doesn't exist. Like, it can't erase what happened, it can't atone for the past, and people love the messiness of it all, the drag, darling, yes. You know, I don't even know if people know what accountability is supposed to look like anymore. Like, everyone jumped all aboard the apology tour, and now it's just like a cleanup on aisle 5 situation. Like, these hoes is messy like every 3 to 5 business days, so I can't even keep up, and it's like distorting what accountability should and shouldn't be at this point. Like, you know how you can't look away from something that's just like awful? I think the same mentality might apply to apologies, because honey, awful doesn't even begin to describe some of these apologies. So morbid curiosity is a natural part of the human experience. We just seem to have an attraction to what's been dubbed macabre voyeurism. We are attracted to and hang with the drama-filled Facebook friend situations in search of a logical, other side of chaos experience. Ultimately, we watch to make sense of the world around us and within us. But I also see watching as a form of entertainment. It offers an escape, a fantasy that's different from our day-to-day operational existence. We're glad the dramas aren't ours, but we do enjoy watching them because they show us the riskier, more uncertain side of living. It's through others we can experience extremes without the messiness or responsibility of the resulting fallout. So I don't know about you, like what do you all think? Like, do people want apology videos because they truly want to see accountability and want to find some type of closure with the influencer that they admired? Or is it just entertainment at this point? Is it a bit of both? Is this an escape from reality? Like, why do we demand apologies from people we don't actually know? Bitch, why do I have so many questions? I need to stop. Okay, so I genuinely would love to hear your thoughts on this because I just find this so fascinating. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'll be giving y'all a first time sneak peeks of the Petty University merch, which I have been working so hard on. It is almost done, just putting like all the finishing touches on everything, and then I'm shooting a very special video for y'all for the release. You are going to love it. This is me nodding. I love it. I love it. We gotta get you a little mini cat-sized merch, don't we? Trust me, I know it's been taking a little time. I just want it to be perfect for you when it releases, and so just a little bit longer, I promise. You wanna help me do the shoutouts? Couple of Twitter shoutouts from my very first true crime doc that I just posted last week. I'll have it linked in the description. First shoutout goes to Ellie Taylor, who says, okay, I wasn't certain about SWOOP doing true crime, but my girl proved me wrong. Great storytelling and empathetic to boot. Love the content. Thank you so much. And another shout out to Paranormal Elizabeth, who says, I love true crime documentaries, and this story I remember hearing about. Also, just knowing she dressed like a clown actually gives me the chills. I honestly want more true crime documentaries from SWOOP. Well, they are coming. This time without milkshakes, I promise. Why are you just the sweetest little thing in the whole wide world? Except when you're like, nope, I'm done. Are you done? Are you done? Okay, we can go. Now, if you haven't seen part 3 of my Gabbie Hanna series, I'll link it down below. And if you want to be in my next Twitter shout out, just follow me on Twitter at SpankyV and retweet this video right here. Also, be sure to check out Surfshark with my link in the description and use code SWOOP to get an 83% off discount and 3 months free to enjoy all your new movies and shows to binge. And check out Exter's gorgeous smart wallets with the ever so satisfying buttons by tapping my link at exter.com/swoop and get a discount on top of the current sale. I know I've said this like 1,000 times, but I guess I'll say it again. Like, can we please just like stop standing problematic influencers? Like sure, I'm all for people learning and growing and, you know, reflecting on their shitty behavior, but at the same time, because there's only so much of this a bitch can take, there are just so many dope creators out in the world who don't get the recognition they deserve, who honestly would probably do more useful, cool, positive things with their platforms. And remember, like, if we don't tune in and keep watching everything a problematic influencer posts, then they don't have much of a platform to be problematic on. Know that your views hold power. You determine whose voice is heard loudest, and we can do some pretty cool shit with that. Support dope people and let the trash take itself out. Y'all got this. Class dismissed. SWOOP!